Hi, Assalamualaikum. Okay, today we're going to solve the question from March 2016. So we have this motion diagram with 3 cylinders. Let's start with the label. Okay, so at time 1 we have A plus, and then we have B plus, B minus and C minus together at time 3, and then we have A minus and C plus. So we have the sequence. And remember that B minus and C minus must write it as upper and lower, alright? And then let's do the grouping. Okay, the rules for grouping, no, we cannot have the same alphabet in the group. So we have AB, and then we have to do the line here. BAC, and then we have to line here. And then we have to have another line here. So name the line E1, E2, E3. Name the group G1, G2, G3, and let's start the logic function. So always have the start button going to E1. Okay, E1 going to A plus, and A plus locate at A1, and then going to B plus going to B1. Okay. And B1 going down to E2, E2 going to B minus and C minus. So the location going to be B naught, C naught. Okay, and going to A minus will go to A naught, and going down to E3, C plus, and go to C1 and back to ST. Okay, so we have complete the logic function. Now we're going to do logic statement. Let's start with the A plus. So A plus, going backward, we have E1. So E1, we need to write as G1. Then A minus, going backward, we have B naught, C naught. The group is G2. And then B plus, we have A1. The group is G1. And then B minus, going down here to E2. So we're going to write G2. And then C plus, going backward, we have E3, so we're going to write G3, and C minus going to be same as B minus, so G2, E1, going back here backwards, ST, C1 in G3, and for E2, going backward, we have B1, G1, okay, and then for E3, going backward, we have A0, G2. Okay, so we have completed the logic statement. Okay, now we're going to do the command. Okay, command signal. So we read from here A plus. So A plus until 4. Okay, that's the tail here. And then for A minus, just complement the A plus here till here. Okay, and then for B plus, we start at 2 until 3. Okay, 2 and 3. Then we do the complement for B minus. Okay. For C plus, it starts from 5 to 7. Okay. And it goes back here. So 5 to 7. And it covers till here until 3. So this one. And for C minus, we're going to cover the complement. Okay. Alright then. So for this one, you will do it yourself. Okay. So I'm going straight to the pneumatic circuit. Okay. So let's draw the pneumatic circuit. So we need 3 cylinder. Okay. A, B, C, and we have 3 DCV. And label all the DCV. And then don't forget the location for the cylinder. A1, A0. Okay, B0, B1, C0, C1. Okay, and the template that we're going to use, we will use the template with the 2 DCV, okay, until E3. Okay, so let's start. Okay, first we start with the logic statement and then the location of the cylinder. So for cylinder A, it will be at A0. Cylinder B will be at B0, and cylinder C will be at C1. Okay, now we're going to connect the cylinder and the DCV. Okay, so and before that, we're going to decide which limits which we're going to use. So A0, B0, and C1 going to use the touch, and the rest A1, B1, and C0 going to use the normal limit switch. Okay, now let's connect the cylinder with the DCV. So since it's A0, we're going to the right side. Don't forget the power source and exhaust. And for cylinder B, we're going to use the right side also because it's at the B0. Okay. And then for cylinder C, we're going to use the left side because it is at C1 at the beginning. So connect on the left side of the DCV and don't forget the power source and the exhaust. Okay, now we're going to start with the A plus. So A plus going to G1. So it's a direct connection. Okay. And then for A minus, we have B0, C0. So B0 is the contact limit switch. Okay. And for the C0 is the normal limit switch. And label the switch. So we have B0 for the contact and C0 for the normal one. So we connect them. So make sure if you use the contact, it's gonna be on the left side. Okay, and for the normal limit switch, we're gonna use the right side. Okay, and we need to put it in a parallel way. Okay, so connect to G2. Okay, now we're going to do for the B plus. So the B plus going to have A1, G1. So A1 is the normal contact switch. Okay, sorry, it's the normal limit switch. Okay, label it, and we're going to use the right side. Okay, because it's normal limit switch. Going to G1. And let's do for B minus, it's straight to G2. Okay, so don't forget the loop. And then for C plus, we're going straight to G3. Okay, so we're going to have double loop there. And for the C minus, it's going to be G2. So from C minus to G2. Okay, just have one loop there. So we're going to start with the E. So EST. Okay, C1, G3. So ST, take the start button. Okay, and we need to have C1. Okay, C1 is the touch limit switch. Okay, we need to label it first. Okay. So connect the start button with the E1. So start button we always put on the right. And for the contact C1, we're going to use the left side. Okay, and it will connect to G3. Okay, now we're going to do the E2. E2 we need B1. Okay, B1 is the normal. Okay. Then since it's normal, we're going to use the right side. Okay, don't forget the loop and connect to B1, and B1 will go to G1. Loop, loop, G1. And the last one, E3, we're going to use the last one, the last contact limit switch. So it's going to be at that side. All right, so since it's touch, label it as A0. So we're going to use the left side. And it will go to G2. Okay, so loop, loop, G2. All right, so let's check. We start with the A plus. So A plus to G1, okay. Then A minus, we have B0, C0, connect to G2. Okay, remember it must be in a parallel. Then let's check for the B. So B plus A1, right? Go to G1. And then we have B minus, go to G2. And then for the C plus, we're going to G3. And then C minus, we're going to G2. Okay, let's check for the E. E1. Okay, we have ST, C1, and connect to G3. Okay, so for E2, we have B1, G1. Alright, B1, and we connect to G1. And the last one is E3, going to A0, and then straight to G2. So we have checked and everything in a correct. So we have verified it. Alright, so I hope you understand how to make the circuit. So I'll see you next time. Bye.